In this video, we're going to learn how to transform or change graphs of lines. So you're going to see this word parent function. It's a category of function types. We're only going to focus on linear functions, which is in the format y equals mx plus b. And the parent function for a linear equation is y equals x. So transformations means to change the slope and or the y-intercept of the parent function, y equals x, to create a new function. So if they ask you to change the y-intercept, you're going to pick 2 points on the graph of y equals x, including the y-intercept. You're going to identify the direction of the shift, that means to move, whether it's up and down, and how much they're moving. You're going to move the 2 points using this information, and then draw the new line through your new points. So this says represent the graph of y equals x minus 2 using that parent function. So here's the shift. So that means we're moving down, and that means we're going to move down 2 spaces. So again, I'm going to pick 2 points, including the y-intercept. So y-intercept, and it doesn't matter what other point you use. And then they want us to go to down 2 spaces. So this is going to move down 2 spaces. This is going to move down 2 spaces, and then I'm going to draw my new line. That is how you transform if you're trying to change the y-intercept. If you're trying to change the slope, my recommendation is to graph the new function to see the transformation. So it says the dashed line on each grid represents y equals x, and it asks on which grid is y equals 2x minus 4 apparently represented as well. So we know from previously in this unit that the last number, our constant, is our b, and this would be our slope. So let's see which of these graphs have a b of negative 4. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. No. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. No. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Yes. Now we're going to see which of these slopes has which of these has a slope of 2, and we know that we can rewrite this as a fraction as 2 over 1. So let's see. We're going to start at our y-intercept, go up 2 over 1, and see if we're on the function. Up 2 over 1, we're on the function. Up 2 over 1, not on the function. So this is the graph that also has y equals 2x minus 4 on it. You may also be asked to find a slope or a line that is parallel or perpendicular. So a parallel slope means that it's the same slope. Goes at the same angle. So it's going to look something like this, where they're going the same direction next to each other. So that means if you have a slope of 4 in your first equation, your second equation, your slope would also be 4. Perpendicular means you do the reciprocal, or you flip, and you change the sign. So our picture looks like a T. So perpendicular means they cross each other at a T angle. And so if our first slope is, let's say, 2 over 5, our second slope, we would flip it, so 5 over 2, this was positive, so we'll make this negative. All right, so let's look at some examples. So parallel, again, means it's the same slope. So if the slope is 2 over 3, our slope would be 2 over 3. If our slope was negative 5 over 4, it would be negative 5 over 4. If our slope was 3, it would be 3. Perpendicular, we need to flip it and change the sign. So we're going to flip this, so 3 over 2. It was positive, so we're going to make it negative. All right, flip it, so 4 over 5. It was negative, so it's going to be positive. Last one, flip it, but there's nothing really to flip, so we're going to rewrite this as 3 over 1, make it a fraction. So now we can flip it, so 1 over 3, and it was positive, so now it'll be negative.